again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. I went ahead and did some mixed media on the back of that paper. It was the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Tea and some gold and bronze shimmer mist that I made using some Pearl X powders. I just went ahead and used the packaging technique, blotched it on there, and then did some splatters. I did come back with some Dina Winkley cheddar and sprinkled that on there, and then some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in the tangerine, I believe, just to get some yellow and orange on there as well, because this is a fall layout, and I'm using my stash collection for the month with this as well. Right here I cut the photo down to a 4x4, and I'm going to mat it in the brown cardstock, and then I'm going to mat it again on that orange cardstock. I just wanted to bring some brown to the front, and then obviously, continue with the fall colors there. And I just fussy cut, sort of a straight line around my picture. I just can't be bothered with grabbing my trimmer back out. I have no idea why I've been doing that lately, but it doesn't seem to look awful. I'm going to use this card, one of these cards again. It's from the Farmhouse Fall collection that I have that says I'm thankful for. And I'm going to go ahead and build I have like some scraps over there, and they're basically all cut already. So I'm just going to try to get those used up. And I'm building it off the page because that background sheet is still a little bit tacky. So I didn't want to, make a mess. So that's pretty much how my layout is going to look. And I'm going to go ahead and audition these two. I got these at the dollar store. I think they're like supposed to be doilies for like a cake or something. You know what I mean? Like place settings. And yeah, that's not what I use it for. I did go ahead and those are two flowers, since most of it was going to be hidden. I decided to see if I wanted to use the little sunflowers, which yes, that's what I go with, or those other two like tulip looking flowers. And obviously tulip is spring, so I went ahead and chose the sunflowers. Now I do have this very large, green polka dot background, and it's a scrap as well. And I thought, you know what, let's just use, so basically I used pretty much all of the scraps that I had sitting in my little bin, with an exception of one or two. Now, for some reason, I am making this on that side of the page, and I switched that up because my plan is, if you see that brown 12x12, my background, in the bottom right-hand corner, it has a print on it, and I was going to incorporate that in. Yeah, I cover that up, so it doesn't matter, but I move everything to the right side of the page. I am showing you there that I'm going to distress everything in some brown distress ink, and this is kind of how I do this because I'm not going to get that back, and this is what I wanted. So in order to make sure that I don't take everything apart and then can't get it back to the way that I like it, I'm just going to one by one pull them up, ink the edges, and then lay it back down, and then stick the top on it like I adhere it down. So everything gets inked, and I do leave this all in because the video wasn't going to be that long anyway. So right here, and I just tack it down. I'm going to just run one strip right there, and I get that one back on there, and then I'm going to pull that little cluster up. I'm going to go ahead, now this one gets a little tricky here because obviously it's all going to be adhered to the page, but I got the top layers to where I like them, so now it will be a lot easier. So I figure better go ahead and ink the edges of this. I did not ink the edge of the background paper, so I do go ahead and get really messy because on the top, on what I'm going to do now, I get really, really super messy because the bottom of the page was already sort of distressed, and I kind of really liked that, so I wanted to mimic that at the top as well. And then we're going to come in, and I'm going to ink the edge of this just very, very messily. And I can't remember what's going to show and what's not. So I just roughly and hurry up and go around all of the edges here and just kind of get the tips of that little doily. And then I go ahead and I adhere it down, and then I realize, no, I need to move it to the other side of the page, which is what I remember right here. As soon as and then I'm like, oh, nope, this has got to go over. So this does too. So then I realized I forgot to ink this one. So we go ahead and get this little banner inked up. And I actually put the banner on different. See? I put the banner, I just realized that. I put the banner on different from then how I originally had it. I wanted the banner to go the other way, so boo for me. But, I mean, it turns out looking okay. I didn't even realize it until just now where I switched that up. Oh, Rebecca. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get that placed down. Just going to futz with it just a little bit because I want those two sunflowers to show, but I really don't want anything else to show. The orange, I guess that's a nectarine or a pear, or not a pear, a peach. That's okay because the orange, it's a deep orange. And then we're just going to get everything adhered down. And then I'm going to take this Big Old Expanse, and I thought that I had the camera recording, and guess what? I didn't. I do that a lot. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. I did go ahead and get all the embellishment clusters on there and the thankful, added my journaling, and I'm going to come in right here with, just do a whole bunch of different dots of, in a straight line, dots of the stickles. As you can see right there, I went ahead and put 2 square stickers from the sticker book, a floral, and then a gold glittery pumpkin. I added 2 wood veneer pumpkins on opposing corners of the picture. Added some leaves in there. The thankful banner. Just created the clusters just a smidge. And I do apologize for leaving that out. You also see that I covered up the majority of my mixed media, but I'm okay. I like the way that it peeks out from the top there. And I just sprinkle these around. After I get this done, there is not too much more or anything that's going to be done to the layout. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked my layout. Click that subscribe button below, and I will definitely see you guys next time. And again, this is the kit that I made from my stash using all the fall stuff. I did my October daily and had all this beautiful fall stuff left, so it's my kit.